Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy, the Problem Child, here today to talk to you about WrestleMania. Are you excited? Because I am. And this is a strong WrestleMania card. I believe it has its weak points, but what WrestleMania doesn't? Let's be honest with ourselves. There's always a couple that we forget and always a couple we remember. So I guess let's get started on this. The Rock is guest host for this WrestleMania. Excited about him. There was a big craze about him coming back. He's back. He's hosting, and I just don't see nobody else for the job to host. He said he wanted to host a Raw episode, but I think they wanted to save him and go, you know what? WrestleMania is the biggest stage of them all. We'll do you at WrestleMania. So we got that going forward. So let's get started on my predictions and let's see if I'm right or wrong. And if anybody that wants to do a video responds to my predictions and give a little wager going, not a wager as money wise, but let's just make a little deal or a little pool or something. So here we go with WrestleMania. Of course they're gonna have the WrestleMania Royal Rumble for people for the Rumble WrestleMania Rumble. So that be in the early stages. I'm gonna predict out of that group, Tyson Kidd wins that. Whatever. And that's just throwing it out there because it's gonna be a bunch of them in it. Okay, so you got Edge. The first match I'm going to talk about is Edge with Christian on his side versus Alberto Del Rio versus with Brodus Clay and Ricardo Rodriguez. Um, my prediction is Alberto Del Rio walks out as champion because somehow Christian does something that might mess him up. I'm liking what Alberto Del Rio's been doing. I like what he's been doing over the year. As you could tell, NXT got it wrong with Johnny Curtis, so they wind up putting out. I mean, Brodus Clay is going to WrestleMania. I mean, that's amazing. He lost NXT, and now he's in WrestleMania. And where's Brodus Clay and R-Truth? God only knows. Miz versus John Cena. That's for the WWE title. Um, I'm actually gonna go with John Cena for the win. I mean, no offense, I don't have a problem with the Miz, but as him as U.S. champion, I bought it, I believed it, but him as the WWE champion, I don't buy it. I mean, just like I said, you want a champion that if you walk past him on the street, you'll go, wow, yeah, that guy can handle himself if somebody try to jump him or whatever. But with the Miz, you can see an average guy walking next to the Miz, and you don't see nothing special about him. You see, and especially because I watched the Real World back to New York when he was on that, and seeing him, just not being serious. I mean, he's not somebody that you would think, oh, he can whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? Most of the guys in the Real World house with him could probably whoop Michael ass. So, anyway. You got Triple H versus The Undertaker, no hold barred match. I say The Undertaker wins this. Shawn Michaels will probably be in it, but be some kind of verse in it, but I would hope not. And just leave those two to fight. Michael, they let you fight one on one twice with The Undertaker, so I don't see why you would have to be in it. Jerry Lawler versus Michael Cole. I'm actually gonna go with Jerry Lawler on this. Michael Cole has been so annoying for this past year. It made me Michael Cole alone made me actually just say, you know what, fuck WWE. You know what I'm saying? Just him alone. Yeah, he's gonna have Jack Swagger, but there's gonna be a special guest referee, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I say Stone Cold is gonna stun Michael Cole and Jack Swagger, and he maybe even stun Jerry Lawler and be the last man standing. And nobody would blame him, and he's not really burying nobody because, tell you the truth, The Rock has been taking all the attention out of this from him, and Stone Cold is just as big as The Rock in my opinion, maybe even bigger. Randy Orton versus CM Punk. I'm disappointed with this match because I would have loved the Nexus to have been like special enforcers or something for this match. And it's Randy Orton against the odds against versus CM Punk. But I really would like WWE to explain why would you get rid of Nexus? You know, you had these young talented guys, these guys that could have been a dominant force in your company, and you get them out. So just please explain to us fans why is it like that, you know? So you got Rey Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes next. Honestly, I really don't give a damn about this match too much, but for the better of the company, it'd be better if Cody Rhodes does win. But I still think Rey Mysterio is going to win because he didn't really need to win that match last year against CM Punk, but he did, you know. So I really see. No, did CM Punk win last year? Sorry. Anyway, but I really see Rey Mysterio coming out with the win on this one. Okay. Another match I like to talk about, which I'm really not, is Snooki, Trish Stratus, and John Morrison versus Dolph Ziggler and Leku, with Vicky Guerrero on their side. To tell you the truth about this match, a lot of people are complaining, well, it's Snooki, blah, blah, blah. But if you are a wrestling fan and you watch WWE for years, you will always notice that these guys always had celebrities, or I mean, if you want to call Snooki a celebrity, they always had famous people on WrestleMania. It's just it goes together, like peanut butter and jelly. It's no need to complain why is Snooki here, blah blah blah. Well, she's famous and she gets the outside media to pay attention. Nobody was y'all complaining when they brought Mike Tyson in. Was y'all complaining when they brought Alice Cooper in? Was y'all complaining Cyndi Lauper? Was y'all complaining? I mean, Mr. T, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just look back. Every WrestleMania had a celebrity in it. I mean, even during the Attitude Era, which a lot of people loved the Attitude Era on YouTube, celebrities was all through that. You know what I'm saying? It was celebrities at that pay-per-view, at WrestleMania. It just goes together. To have WrestleMania without a celebrity, it's just very weird. And that's just my opinion about it. But of course, Snooki's going to win, and probably just beat the heck out of Vicky Guerrero. And that's what I see what's going on. I don't see anything else. Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. I'm actually gonna go with Daniel Bryan for the win. I'm actually gonna go with Daniel Bryan for the win. I hope it's gonna be a good match. I think that this match actually has the potential of being the showstopper. What actually can top all those other matches. I really do, and I hope it do for its sake. But you just never know. But yeah, Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. I'm actually gonna go with Bryan. Look for some high flying moves from Bryan, and look for some Sheamus doing powerful moves and stuff. Doing powerful moves. But I think Daniel Bryan's gonna put him in a label lock and end it right there. End the U.S. Championship right there. Um, Kane, Big Show, Santino, and Vladimir Kozlov with Tamina on their side versus the Core. I would hope the Core win this because you have you have tag team champions, and you have the Intercontinental Champion, and then you had Ezekiel Jackson, who could be the next powerhouse in like the Big Show. I mean, maybe he's not that tall, but I mean, he could be the next powerhouse. And he is almost like the special enforcer in this match. You know what I'm saying? He's almost like the Arn Anderson of this group. Not comparing him to Arn Anderson. I'm just saying he's almost like it, the enforcer. So I really hope these guys win it. I hope that it could boost their career 10 times more. It's funny how the old Nexus guys and Ezekiel Jackson, who I hear Vince loved this guy, is in WrestleMania, but Nexus isn't, like David Otunga, who actually could have got his wife Jennifer Hudson to come to WrestleMania. So I don't know, maybe I don't know. And they could have probably boosted that up, Jennifer Hudson going to see her husband Her fiance going to WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a big boost in not only just having Snooki, but also having Jennifer Hudson there, an Oscar winner. I'm the type of person that I would have thought about that before kicking him in the head, punting him, and jobbing, burying him. You know what I'm saying? Because you can use him for a lot of potential, especially because he's with one of the biggest R&B stars out right now. So, you know, that's just my opinion. Where's Kofi Kingston at in this? You know what I'm saying? I'm not disappointed that they're not having a Money in the Bank match, but I'm surprised that there's no Kofi Kingston, Yoshitatsu. Well, they haven't done anything with him this year anyway. No Usos. I would have loved the Usos to been in the mix of this and made it a tag team championship match. Um, Wade Barrett, I would have wished that he would have went for the Intercontinental Championship versus they could have had Santino versus the Core versus the Usos, turn the Usos into a face real quick. I I just don't see why. They're missing a lot of things, but you never know with WrestleMania. They might surprise you with matches that you didn't even that's not even advertised. So hopefully that's it. Booker T is gonna be on commentary. I think that's gonna be great. You know I I actually enjoy Booker T on on SmackDown. If anything, he makes the show a little bit better. To me, he is way better than Michael Cole on commentary, in my opinion. And he actually knows about wrestling, unlike Michael Cole. Just because you've been there for 11 years, don't mean you know anything about wrestling. Sorry. Um, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna be enjoying WrestleMania. I'll be online live as it's happening. So if anybody want to chat or anything, just let me know. Hit me up. I'll be on there talking about the matches. I'll be on there talking about how things are going with WrestleMania. I can't wait. I will be doing a follow up video. If not the night of WrestleMania, it'll be the next day. So everybody, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy WrestleMania. Also, I would like to do this one thing. If you don't really know anything about WrestleMania, um, look at the DVD, The True Story About WrestleMania. Watched it last night. I thought it was an amazing DVD. It was unbiased in any way. Unlike, a lot of people complain about WWE videos being kind of biased to certain things and, not mentioning people because of politics. But I think they actually did it well put, talked about a lot of people that I would have probably thought they would have wiped from their memory banks. They Hulk Hogan, they wiped that off. They talked about him tremendously. Even Vince said in the video, if there's no Vince without Hulk Hogan, and there's no Hulk Hogan without Vince. So I mean, apparently, Hulk Hogan got a paycheck from this. So I mean, it ain't really not that much of a bad blood as we thought it was. And Ric Flair, they mentioned Ric Flair. They mentioned Warrior, and they actually talked about Warrior in a good way, not a bad way. So, I don't want to spoil it for you people out there that haven't watched it, but it's WrestleMania season, it's the weekend. So I say if you're trying to get yourself in WrestleMania mood, watch that video and I guarantee you would love it. And that's all I really have to say. Just hope you enjoy WrestleMania. I will. And this is your boy, the Problem Child, saying peace, one love, and I'm out.